Welcome everyone. This is the Masterclass. My name is Patricknazareth. I have around 30 years of teaching experience and I would like to help you clear your doubts if you have any. Today we shall be looking at the poem Song of Myself written by Walt Whitman. A little bit about his background then. Walt Whitman was born on May the 31st in 1819 in America. He died on March the 26th, 1892, again in America, at Camden, New Jersey. He was a poet, a journalist, and an essayist. He is predominantly known and loved for his collection of poems, Leaves of Grass. This book of poems went through 9 editions. The poet, at each edition, went through and edited his book and his poem again and again until he had them arranged to his liking. The first stanza then, I celebrate myself and sing myself. And what I assume, you shall assume, for every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. The poet starts off by accepting who he is. He accepts that he is glad to be here and he's happy to be here, and he wants the world to know that he is glad to be alive. He tries to tell us that all of us are interconnected because what he is going to be studying or has studied in university, in school, you are going to be studying in school, in the university. Therefore, all of us are part of the same system, part of the same study. Every atom that belongs to me, every part of him, is like a part of you or me because we share the same sort of studies. I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass. Here the poet tries to show us the value of leisure, the value of simply lying down, contemplating life and understanding what we want from within ourselves. What does my soul want? What do I want for myself? What can I do with this life? Perhaps he's sitting in his garden. He is simply looking at a little tiny blade of grass. And he's observing that grass and thinking about all these things, about the world, about himself, about what he wants to do. My tongue, every atom of my blood, formed from this soil, this air, born here of parents, born here from parents the same, and their parents the same. I, now 37 years old, in perfect health begin, hoping to cease not till death. His tongue, the words he speaks, every atom that goes into the making of him, where does it come from? It comes from earth. Religion teaches us, from dust thou art and to dust I shall return. In other words, we are formed of this earth and we shall go back to this earth. So that is what the poet is emphasizing. We come from the soil. This air that we breathe is shared by all of us. He was born of parents who were born of their parents. In other words, it's a continuous cycle of birth and death. A generation rises, a generation falls, and it continues uninterrupted for so many thousands of years, so many hundreds of years. The poet is right now 37 years old. He is starting something in life. Maybe he's looking at a fresh beginning, and he hopes not to stop until the time of his death. Creeds and schools in abeyance, retiring back a while, sufficed at what they are, but never forgotten. I harbor, for good or bad, I permit to speak at every hazard, nature without check, with original energy. The poet recognizes that there are many different schools of thought. There are many different ways of looking at the same thing. There are creeds, in other words, religions. There are schools teaching different things differently. But he does not forget what he came from, the traditions, his culture. He doesn't forget it. He understands that that is now a time past and now he must look to the future. Whether good or bad, he allows himself to speak at everything that he sees. If he sees good, he speaks for it. If he sees bad, he speaks against it. But he speaks. He has an opinion on something. He does not permit himself to keep quiet if he observes something around him which he likes or which he dislikes. In that sense, he compares himself to nature. Like nature without check, if it has to rain, it rains. If it is hot, it is hot. If it is cold, it is cold. It doesn't think, why am I hot? Why am I cold? Why am I raining? Similarly, the poet says that you and I should speak out at everything that we see. We must share our opinions. What are the themes that run through this poem then? The poet examines individuality. You are a different individual, I am a different individual. But we are bound on so many levels. Individuality should come out in our thinking. We should observe everything around us and we should form our own opinions. Also, we talk about nature, how interconnected we are with nature. How by observing nature, we can learn from it and we can understand how we are a part of it. That's the poem then. I hope I have been able to dispel your doubts. If I have been able to do so, please like, subscribe and share. There might be others out there who need our help. Thank you for watching.